Hello, this is Scott the Mad Hattis. Today's my birthday. I'm turning 35 today, and I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of piece of advice. And so for all of those people who find themselves depressed, in a rut, struggling and with life and finances and whatever else have you, and you feel like you're cornered and everything like that, just listen to what I'm going to say. Just hear me out, okay? The greatest antidepressant, the greatest thing in your life, okay, the greatest thing that you can do is sit down, take a deep breath, and realize where you are in life. Think about, where you're living and where, what you have, okay, and be grateful. Gratitude, okay? Just be thankful for everything that you have, okay? And I guarantee you, it will pull you right out, okay? Because you'll see that you don't have it all that bad, okay? Because in our mind loves to feed us fallacies. Fallacies are outright impossibilities and things that just are not remotely true and can't possibly be true, okay? And the way to find the secret to that is to be able to tell when a fallacy is and when it's going through your mind, okay? Because we suffer more in our imagination, in our mind, than we ever do in reality. Because our minds love to tell us these little lies, whisper these sweet little lies in our ears, and tell us that, oh, you're not worth it. Oh, this person hates you. This and that, this and that, this and that and the other. You have to be able to understand and be able to identify a fallacy when it goes through your mind. That way you can control it, okay? Nothing in this life will make you happy. Nothing can make you happy. Happiness is already inside of you. It's an emotion. There's no item, there's no tangible thing that is going to make you happy. No external nothing, because it's an emotion. Okay, inanimate objects can't contain emotion. Okay, only you can choose to be happy. Okay, and that is the first step. Be content with what you have. Okay, you could win the lottery right now, or somebody could walk up and hand you $2 billion. Okay, and then you go off and then you start buying all the things that you could ever want, eating all the things you had never tasted before, and going to all the places that you could ever dreamed of going to, or doing whatever, achieving whatever you ever wanted with your being. But after a while, it's gonna get old. It's gonna get real old real fast, and you're gonna be sitting there with all that money, and you go say, now what? What am I gonna do now? Okay. Time and time again, people grind themselves down to dust, okay? Chasing after things, okay? Chasing after things that will not benefit them, okay? It won't better them. It's just things that people, okay? People chasing after clothes, jewelry, cars, and things that just, all these flashy things, and all you get in return is somebody saying, wow, that's nice. A split few seconds. That's all it is. A split few seconds of gratification. Someone says, "Oh, that's cool," and that's all it is. Okay, and you're destroying yourself for that. You're literally killing yourself for that. Okay. If something ain't worth your dignity, your time, and your patience, if it ain't worth it for you, then get out of it. If it's killing you, just get rid of it. Okay, because at the end of the day, you are the only person that can make you happy. Okay, only you. Okay, because like I said, you could have anything in this world. We as humans don't really know what we want, because the things that we want, that we think that we want, we desire after, could be the very things that kill us, that destroy us, that take the very life out of us. Okay, it's the truth. I spent years wandering the streets, destroying myself because I was angry at what happened to me in the past. Now I'm finally building myself up from where I was. Okay? Finally, I'm building myself up from where I was. And it took me a while to learn this. Okay? Because the people who made me angry in the past, they've moved on. They've been long moved on. And I'm the only one right now. I'm the only one that's fretting about it. I'm the only one with this in my mind. I was the only one with that in my mind. And so once I realized that, I took a stand and I changed it. I made changes. Okay? That is one thing. Okay. And then when you find something that is worthy of a fight, when you find something that is worthy to battle for, to work for all your being, you go after it with everything you have. You burn the boats. And what I mean by burn the boats, a lot of people have heard this before, but some people haven't, is there was a famous general who took his army to an island, and he said, we're going to take this island. We're going to have it. Okay, and you're going to go and you're going to fight for it. We're all going to go in there. We're going to give it everything we have. Okay, so when they got to the island, all of the troops on the boats were afraid. They said, they look strong. They gonna mess us up. They gonna kill us all. Okay, and so the general said, you know what? Screw that. Burn the boats. Ain't nobody going nowhere until we have, if we take this island or we all die. Okay, and that's the idea behind it. Whenever you find something that is worth you and that is something worth fighting for, you go after it and you never let it go. Okay, like I'm not saying like, oh, well, because, all of these things aren't worth chasing after. No, you can always be happy. In life, there's always compromises. There's always compromise. You can choose where sometimes, certain things there's not a choice with it or whatever. And obviously if you're gonna, but you also have to take responsibility and take, and accept consequences when you're wrong. Know when you're wrong and know when you're right. Just because, I'm saying like, dedicate yourself to yourself. Yeah, well, that's true, but you still got to be respectful of other people. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be people in your life that you're going to respect, highly regarded. You know what I'm saying? But coming back to what I was starting off with is be content with what you have. Always be content, but don't kill yourself over that stuff. Okay. All right. If you have a place to sleep tonight, if you got food to put in your stomach, shout to the heavens. Be grateful, because there's a lot of people that don't even have that. Even if and especially if you have somebody that loves you, that is something worth celebrating even more than a Range Rover, Bugatti, or whatever. That's even worth more. Okay. Because when your time's up, it's up. Okay. There are more people that were born, lived their lives and died and long have been dead and have been forgotten because the people that knew them are long gone and dead. Okay. Then there are that ever will be living at this time. You only get one life. And everyone is, you may be religious, you may not be, whatever, but the truth is, we don't know. We just don't know what's after this. We don't even know if there is anything after this. Okay? Time is the most precious of things. Okay? Be happy. Don't let other people bother you. Okay? And that goes with your mind. Don't destroy yourself. Okay? Okay? And what I mean, the person that is more likely to destroy yourself is you. Because you are the main villain of the person that would destroy yourself by your decisions. Okay, by impulsivity and all of these other things. All of these things because of what you choose to believe inside your mind. If you let your mind feed you lies about how bad it is and you believe them, okay, you're gonna push yourself to that and it's gonna come to that. So that's what it is. Okay, and one last thing. Don't never set yourself on fire to keep somebody warm. Okay? Don't ever give yourself to somebody else. Okay? That doesn't respect you. Don't give up everything you have. Okay? Just so you can be nice to somebody else. Okay? Because at the end of the day, you're only setting yourself on fire. You're only killing yourself. You're only destroying yourself doing that. You know what I'm saying? So that's important. Okay, I hope this helped everybody out. This is Scott the Mad Hattis. You guys have a beautiful day and be nice to each other.